it gives me enormous pleasure to introduce the winner of the 2014 TS Eliot Award, David Harsent, and his new poem about Richmond Park.
Thank you, Richard. This poem is called A Dream of Richmond Park. It has a little refrain which touches on a sort of leitmotif remark of the Friends of Richmond Park about treading lightly in the park. And I think there's only one thing I need to mention in the tiny section. It's a little necklace of poems that I've written. And in the one about the deer, you probably all know this, so I've no need to say it, but there's mention of the browse line, which you probably know is the line to which deer can crop the underside of trees when they're standing on their rear legs. The trees. Pollarded veterans, the amputees, the hollow oaks, hornbeam and black poplar, sing gently down the wind. Lean into them and you'll hear it. Centuries old song of longing, song of loss. Kings come to dust, crowds of shadows that follow where you walk. Your feet go light on the ground in your waking dream of the park, as if you were lost in green, as if you could somehow tread but leave no mark. The birds. In flight, they are lost to themselves. A straddles the wind. A sparrowhawk goes between trees, goes low to the ground. Songbirds are small machines who have songbird by heart. A heron stoops to the water, folded and packed back into itself. Heron as hieroglyph. Your feet go light on the ground in your waking dream of the park, as if you were lost in green, as if you could somehow tread but leave no mark. The butterflies. The gatekeeper is drawn to ragwort, to bracken, to edgelands. The large skipper is branded, if male, if female, untouched. Brimstone and green-veined white go to the bramble flower, small blue to the creeping thistle. The purple hairstreak flies spirals. That churn of wings in the air is a storm at sea, is a landslip, is seismic shift. Your feet go light on the ground in your waking dream of the park, as if you were lost in green, as if you could somehow tread but leave no mark. The deer. Like us, they die and replenish. Like us, they seem no different from those they replace, unless you get close, unless there's a reason to know. Like us, they go by habit, like us by need. They sculpt each tree to the browse line. They shed their velvet, go head to head, bell to the breaking dawn. Your feet go light on the ground in your waking dream of the park, as if you were lost in green, as if you could somehow tread but leave no mark. The beetles. So many that they outnumber all else, so many that 1 in 5 of all named creatures is one of these, so many that their crawling sets up an echo, Daw and Minotaur, image of Kefri, god of the sunrise, heart scarab, death scarab, cut in bone, in stone, a living brooch tethered to her breast, soupçon doused in chocolate, doused in honey. Your feet go light on the ground in your waking dream of the park, as if you were lost in green, as if you could somehow tread but leave no mark. The bats. No good reputation. Creatures of the night and hot for blood, they live on the edge of hunger, hedged in by light from the urban badlands, getting through their night-long haul of 3,000 midges to hold their flying weight. Soprano pipistrelle, bandit pipistrelle, they come to your window, they tap the glass, they show their teeth. Your feet go light on the ground in your waking dream of the park, as if you were lost in green, as if you could somehow tread but leave no mark. The flowers. Think of the risk in names, the way a name is capture, the way that name and named must possess each other, how calling a name calls in its shadow sign, how name will bypass name to summon up some hidden meaning. Good Friday grass, tormentil, hawkbit, goat's beard, lady's bedstraw. Your feet go light on the ground in your waking dream of the park, as if you were lost in green, as if you could somehow tread but leave no mark. The park. Imagine it under rain when everything slips to blur. In sunlight or snowlight, imagine darkness coming in or darkness lifting. Imagine your feet light on the ground as in a waking dream, and the park now boundless, where you fail to find yourself, go trackless in trackless green.